to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll try it over the left side. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great stuff.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the Michigan Wolverines offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Reynolds. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them, and he gets the 1st down.
Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone, if they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Underwood. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes one man miss. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Wolverines will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off-play action on first down. He's going to take off. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
The Illini generating momentum through the air. Let's see if they go back to it. This time they'll go to the running game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They only need about the length of the football to convert on second down. On the RPO, got it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Under pressure. Flips it out to the back. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moving the pocket, it's Boyd. The quick game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They were all over it.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Sells to fake. Extending the play. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live the play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll run it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Underwood on the play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Snags it down the right side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Send the tight end in motion. Play action on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Finds his man on the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got out of trouble and throws. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Making the adjustment. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Throwing, Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Hands it off. Touchdown, Wolverines! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the single back. Stop right there.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in, and plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense, and right there, that was one of those times.
Down the field. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Illinois right back to the line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. This time it's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Illinois uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick spin on the run. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois!
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. But that's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Moving to his left, looking down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Gives it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Move to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They'll stop the clock momentarily here. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. Maybe he's hoping for a generous spot, but he didn't get there. A yard short, and the defense gets the stop. Hand it to the back. stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Illinois lining up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. To the air, it's Boyd. Swings it out to his running back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Trying to establish the run. Makes his man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the back. The fake and wants to throw. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Illini generating momentum through the air. Let's see if they go back to it. The give. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Makes a man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Burrowing for yardage. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. Crosses midfield. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40. Finally stopped at the 39. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hanging that pocket.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throws it off the RPO. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Keeping his eyes downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This game all but decided. Let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second. Turns on the Jets. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Boyd. They'll run the screen. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Looking for running room. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Look out! He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Trying to convert, Illinois comes to the line. Got to make the play on 4th. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
At the 45, on its way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. To the back. Sees a crease. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Keeps it on the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're all over him. Trying to make something happen. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1. Makes the quick grab. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Breaks into the open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Boyd. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Give to the back. There's some room.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Stepping to the right. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he has been someone they can lean on and count on every possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Play action with Underwood. Rushes on. Finds his tight end. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Marsh. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick its way and find some room on that return. One more play to pad the stats. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.